Have you ever woken up with the feeling that something powerful happened in your dream, but you can't remember it? A sense that something beyond this world touched you in the night and slipped away before the morning light could catch it. What if I told you that forgetting your dreams isn't a flaw, but a sign, a code, a divine strategy to protect what is sacred? You think you're just waking up and forgetting. Nah, you're being shielded, covered, hidden. See, the dream wasn't for your mind to keep. It was for your soul to store. That dream, that experience, it's not gone. It's tucked away in a vault that not even you can break into until the right time. Because when you're chosen, and let me be clear, you don't get the luxury of casual exposure. The enemy watches chosen ones with a different kind of focus. He ain't worried about the masses. He watches the few, the ones like you. And if he can intercept the message in your dreams before it's matured in your life, he'll twist it, distort it, use it against you. So what does God do? He hides it. Just like he hid Moses in a basket, just like he hid Joseph in a prison, just like he hid Jesus in plain sight. He hides your dream from you until you're ready, until your character can carry what your calling demands, until your pain has birthed enough purpose. See, God don't waste dreams. He wraps them in silence until the soul is strong enough to carry the sound. You think you're just tossing and turning, forgetting pieces, losing fragments, but what you're really experiencing is divine encryption. Your dream was a download, and the download didn't fail. It just went straight to your spirit. That's why you can't remember it, but you feel different. That's why your day feels altered, why your steps feel guided, why your heart is heavy with something you can't explain. You can't explain, because your soul remembers what your mind can't grasp. This is not memory loss. This is strategy. This is heaven saying, not yet. This is the Most High saying, you're not just anybody. I've got plans for you, and I need to protect what's still forming. Because if he let you see the whole dream too soon, you'd either rush into it unprepared or you'd run from it out of fear. Forgetting your dream doesn't mean you're disconnected. It means you're covered. It means the Creator is speaking in a higher language. It means you're being formed in the silence. The dream is alive, just not loud yet. So the next time you wake up feeling like something just brushed the edge of your soul, something you can't remember, but can't ignore, don't get frustrated. Get focused. That wasn't just a dream. That was a message, a mission briefing. You're on assignment even in your sleep. The reason you forget is because the real you already received it. And when the time is right, that dream won't need recalling. It will become your reality. So the next time your eyes open and your memory fades, remember this: the soul never forgets what God whispers in the night. First, I want you to do 3 things to awaken the energy of this moment. Pause this video, hit the like button so this message reaches other chosen souls, and subscribe to join thousands of radiant spirits walking this divine path. Then, type the number 777 in the comments below. This is a powerful symbol of spiritual alignment and divine favor. Ave. When you do this, you're sending a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive everything God has prepared for you. If you are truly one of the chosen, you will stay with me until the very end, because your soul already knows this truth is meant just for you. Now listen closely, because what I'm about to share is not something you'll find in books or hear in ordinary places. This is for those who know deep down that their life isn't random, that your existence has layers, dimensions, weight. So if you've ever felt like your dreams disappear the moment you open your eyes, I want you to hear this with your spirit, not just your ears. Not remembering your dreams doesn't mean you're disconnected from your purpose. It means your destiny is still incubating. Read through. It's still being formed in the womb of divine timing. You see, a lot of people are chasing dreams, but chosen ones. We carry something different. We don't chase dreams, we become them. But here's the catch. Before a dream manifests in your life, it must be matured in your spirit. In your spirit. It has to go through a silent season, a sacred season. That's why the dream comes in the night and then vanishes with the morning. Because it's not ready to be birthed into your conscious world. The soil isn't ready. The weather isn't right. The warfare hasn't cleared. And God, in His infinite mercy, keeps it hidden. You're not losing your dream, you're protecting it. You're allowing it to grow in a realm beyond words, because if you remembered too soon, you might move too soon, you might act without wisdom. Wisdom. You might tell the wrong people and they try to bury it, mock it, or steal it. But when it's hidden, it's safe. It's sacred, it's guarded by angels and sealed in light. You are not being punished. You are being preserved. And let me tell you something real. Some of the most powerful breakthroughs are quiet. They don't come with thunder. They come in silence, in stillness, in sleep. That's why you wake up with a strange peace or a sudden shift in your emotions. Something happened in your dream. Beam. You just don't remember it yet because it's not time for you to see it. It's still cooking. It's still sacred. It's still becoming you. Think about the seed underground. You don't see it, but it's moving. It's breaking. It's forming. The roots are going deeper before the stem ever rises. If it shows. That's what your forgotten dreams are doing. Forming roots, anchoring your future, preparing you for a harvest that can't be shaken when the storms come. You're not being delayed. You're being developed. So, if you've been waking up confused, frustrated, or wondering why you can't remember your dreams, don't fight it. Trust it. Trust that the one who gave you that dream knows exactly when to reveal it. And when he does, it won't be a dream anymore. It'll be your life. It'll be the moment everything makes sense. You won't need a memory, you'll have manifestation. Because sometimes the most powerful dreams are the ones you don't remember until you're walking in them. To echo through your spirit without needing a name or a shape. You see, chosen ones, when you forget a dream, it's not because the message failed to reach you. It's because the message was encrypted, not for your conscious mind, but for the awakened part of your soul. Because what God deposits in the night is too sacred, too pure, too powerful to be interpreted by human understanding alone. That's why he speaks in symbols, in feelings, in fragments. That's why your memory fades, but your spirit stirs on food. That's why you can't recall the details, but you walk around all day knowing something shifted in you. See, your dreams are not just random stories. They are encrypted codes, divine downloads, messages from the higher realms, designed to bypass logic and reach the divine part of you. Oh. The part of you that existed before time, before your name, before the world told you who to be. And the reason they're encrypted is simple. The world can't handle what you're carrying. Not yet. And neither can your flesh. If you could fully remember what God showed you in the spirit, you'd either chase it with pride or run from it in fear. But when the message is hidden in mystery, it humbles you. It quiets you. It trains your spirit to listen beyond the noise. You ever wonder why some of the greatest prophets, visionaries, and game changers had strange dreams? Dreams they couldn't fully explain. That's because spiritual information is not meant for the brain. It's meant for the soul. The soul speaks a different language. It feels truth. It senses direction. And when the dream is encrypted, only the mature parts of your spirit can begin to unravel it. Not all at once, but in layers. Over time. Like a map unfolding with every step of obedience. And here's something most people miss. Your reaction to a forgotten dream is a test. Will you dismiss it? Will you say it was just a dream? Or will you lean in and say, God, I don't remember what I saw, but I remember what I felt, and I trust you with what I cannot see? Because that's the mark of someone chosen. Someone who walks by faith, not by sight. Someone who can move even when the vision is blurred. I'm assured. Because your spirit already received the instruction. And when the time comes, your steps will align with what your soul already knows. So don't be frustrated by what you forgot. Celebrate it. That means you've been given something too holy for surface-level memory. It means God has encrypted your dream so deeply into your being that no enemy, no doubt, no fear can touch it. And when the moment is right, when the season has shifted, when your heart is ready, what was hidden will rise. What was encrypted will unlock. And you won't need to remember the dream because you'll be living in the revelation. That stirring you feel inside, that unease, that sudden burst of inspiration or direction that hits you out of nowhere during your day. That's your encrypted dream waking up. That's your soul decoding divine information you didn't even know you carried. That's God reminding you, you're not behind. You're not lost. You're just walking a path that was written in secret, but destined to be revealed in glory. Because when the soul is ready, the code will break, the dream will breathe, and the vision will become your reality. Before elevation comes isolation. Before revelation comes concealment. And before your purpose is unleashed into the world, God hides you. Even in your sleep, you're not just dreaming, you're being trained, you're being molded. The forgetting of your dreams isn't an accident. It's part of the process. It's not silence, it's strategy. Because when you're chosen, when your life is marked by divine significance, you don't get the same treatment as everyone else. You're set apart, and being set apart means being protected, even from your own awareness. So God trains you under the radar, in the shadows, in silence. When God is about to use someone in a mighty way, he often takes them through a season of secrecy. Think about David. Before he became king, he was a shepherd in the field, forgotten by people but seen by God. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before stepping into his calling. Even Jesus, the Savior of the world, was hidden for 30 years before his ministry began. What makes you think your journey would be any different? See, forgetting your dreams is a form of divine concealment. It's God's way of saying, we're not ready to know it, but you're ready to become it. And sometimes when you dream something powerful and wake up with no memory of it, it's because God didn't want the enemy to hear what he just planted in your spirit. He didn't want the enemy to trace the coordinates of your calling. So he wrapped the dream in a veil, a holy covering. Not to withhold it from you, but to guard it until you're ready. And while your conscious mind forgets, your spirit remembers. That's why you feel things shifting even when you don't understand them. That's why you feel a quiet urgency in your soul. That's why you feel the call, even when you can't explain where it's coming from. Because even when you sleep, your soul is awake. It's being instructed, taught, sharpened. God doesn't waste your rest. He uses it. He speaks in your stillness because that's when you're most open. That's when your defenses are down and your ego is silent. In this training, it's not glamorous. It's not loud. It's lonely. Because when God is preparing you, he doesn't announce it to the world. He doesn't let you shout it from the rooftops. He buries you like a seed. And yeah, not because you're dead, but because you're destined to rise at the right time. Hidden training produces real strength, the kind of strength that doesn't need validation, the kind that doesn't fold under pressure, the kind that's rooted in purpose, not popularity. Oh, whoa. So when you wake up with no memory of your dream, but your heart is heavy, your spirit stirred, and your focus sharpened, know this: you just received another layer of your training, another piece of your purpose embedded into your soul. You don't need to remember the dream to walk in its power. Fine. Because God didn't call you to just understand your destiny. He called you to embody it. And when the time comes, the training will speak for itself. You won't need to announce who you are. Your presence will say everything. Because the ones who are hidden in the night are the ones who shine the brightest in the appointed hour. There's a reason why you forget your dreams, a reason that goes deeper than sleep cycles or memory gaps. It's not science, it's spiritual warfare. Because the enemy can't attack what he can't see. And when you are chosen, when your destiny carries weight in the spiritual realm, heaven doesn't leave you exposed. So your forgotten dreams, that's not weakness. That's not weakness. That's weaponry. That's God keeping your blueprint off the radar. See, we live in two realms, the seen and the unseen. And in the unseen, there is movement every time you sleep. Your dreams aren't just random images. They're portals, prophetic experiences. Sometimes they're conversations with angels. Other times they're glimpses of your future, warnings, instructions, or divine impartations. But because the enemy prowls like a lion looking for whom he may devour, God doesn't allow every dream to stay in your conscious mind. Not because he wants to confuse you, but because he wants to protect what hasn't fully formed. That's why some dreams fade the moment your eyes open. Because if you remembered them, you'd talk about them. You'd share them too early. And when you're called, when you're marked, you don't get to speak prematurely. Not everything God shows you is for the public. Some things are sacred, some things are sealed. Because the moment you speak a divine dream into a casual environment, you risk contamination. People can't always handle what God whispered to your soul, and neither can the enemy. If he doesn't know what God just revealed to you, he can't sabotage it. The devil is a strategist, not just a tempter. He listens, he studies patterns, he sends confusion, so when God gives you something real, something holy, he often hides it in your spirit where the enemy can't reach it. That's why you forget, because the battle isn't just about you remembering, it's about the dream surviving long enough to manifest this, and as long as it's hidden, it's safe. You've got to understand, your life isn't casual. Your calling isn't ordinary. That's why your journey has felt so different. That's why you felt misunderstood, isolated, even attacked, because the enemy saw the glow in you before you did. He recognized the anointing on your life before you could explain it, but he can't touch what's encrypted. And that's what your forgotten dreams are: encrypted prophecies, hidden strategies, concealed blueprints that will be activated in the right moment, at the right place, with the right people. Chase with the right people. And when that moment comes, everything will start aligning. Not because you remembered the dream, but because your soul did. Your feet will go where your mind never planned. Your words will carry a weight that you didn't rehearse. And people will say, "How did you know to say that?" How did you know to move like that? And the truth is, you didn't. But the dream did. The dream that was hidden in your spirit. The dream that God protected from the enemy. The dream that grew in silence while the world slept on you. So don't fear the forgetting. Think for 1 second that you missed it. You didn't miss your dream. You're walking with it inside you. You're carrying it like a fire sealed behind your ribs. And when the season comes, that fire won't just warm you. It will ignite everything around you. Because when God hides something in you, it's never to withhold. It's to launch it in due time. And what the enemy couldn't see, he couldn't stop. Some dreams are too real to stay dreams. They don't belong in the night, they belong in your life. And that's why you forget them. Because when God gives you a dream that carries the weight of destiny, he doesn't want you clinging to the memory. He wants you to become the manifestation. There comes a moment in the life of the chosen where the dream is no longer a vision you chase. It becomes the air you breathe, the ground you walk, the life you live. And sometimes, to prepare you for that, God removes the memory so that faith can grow in its place. You think forgetting your dream is a loss? No, it's a setup. God is saying, I'm not asking you to remember what I showed you. I'm training you to trust what I planted in you. You're not supposed to wake up and hold on to the images. You're supposed to wake up and start walking. Because eventually, if you keep walking, if you keep obeying, if you keep leaning in, you'll step right into the dream you forgot. And in that moment, it won't feel foreign. It'll feel familiar. Because your soul has already been there. Your spirit already lived it. You're just catching up in the physical. That's what it means to walk by faith and not by sight. God isn't building dreamers, he's building doers. And for the chosen ones, your forgotten dreams are rehearsals for your reality. You don't need to remember what God said in the dark when you're living it in the light. You'll feel that moment of divine déjà vu. That split second where your soul whispers, I've seen this before, and you'll know you didn't imagine it. You didn't make it up. You dreamed this. And now you're living it. You see, some people cling so tightly to their dreams that they never move. They analyze, overthink, dissect every symbol, every shadow. But God didn't give you that dream to paralyze you with questions. He gave it to program your steps. To plant a seed in your soul that would take root and grow whether you remembered it or not. And if you're chosen, he'll make sure that dream takes shape. Not because you kept it in your memory, but because he kept it in your design. Think about that for a moment. How many times have you walked into a situation and felt like you belonged there before you even understood it? That's not coincidence. That's your dream turning into reality. That's God bringing what was hidden into the light. And when it happens, you won't need confirmation. You won't need permission. Because the dream won't feel like a fantasy. It will feel like home. The forgetting was never a failure. It was a reset, a sacred pause. Because God didn't want you to become obsessed with the vision, He wanted you to become aligned with the purpose. And when purpose and timing collide, that dream you once forgot will rise through your actions, your words, your decisions. It will show up in how you walk, how you speak, how you love. You won't need to explain it. Your life will prove it. So if you've been wondering why your dreams disappear, if you felt discouraged by the silence after sleep, I want you to know. It's all part of the divine unfolding. You don't have to remember the dream to live it. When God writes something on your soul, He doesn't need your memory to bring it to pass. He just needs your obedience, because the dream you forgot is the life you're about to walk into.